Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT for this week's daily race on Gran Turismo Sports. So, we have an N200 race. It's going to be at Tokyo Expressway, Central Outer Loop. Group 4 race is going to be on Suzuka Circuit once again. And always going to be able to race on Group 3 in Autodromo de Interlagos. So, this is going to get everything. We'll go back into the classics. We might be able to race once again. So, looks like this is going to be able to have to take 5 laps around in Central Outer Loop of Tokyo Expressway. Toyota 86 GT and Subaru BRZ are now going to race for having a one good challenge to be able to get started. So, let's just going to be able to get ready to be able to get started. So, looks like time to get ready to choose the usual cars for 2 parts of this segment of this race. We might get prepared to do it. So, before you're enjoying watching the video, please subscribe, like, and comment on to this YouTube channel to see some more videos if you want to see more, if you're interested. So, feel free to enjoy it while watching this video. We might be able to get ready to get started. I guess that this is going to be very perfect, that this is going to get everything ready to be able to have another round on Toyota 86 versus Subaru BRZ for another round of this challenge. We might get prepared. So this is going to be a showdown on Tokyo Expressway. Is going to get ready to go, because this is going to get everything a lot of excited for the moment to come, because this is going to get everything will be getting started. So hope this is going to get action-packed at this high-speed race. We might be prepared, so this is going to be fun to be able to do it, because this is going to get everything a lot of performance skill made to do it, to take a lot of pressure on board. And this is going to be able to take 5 minutes of practice if we had to be able to drive fast and quick to be able to get there, because this is going to get everything a lot of few turns that this is going to be able to go on the inside. Is going to get everything will be made. Now this is going to get everything excited that this is going to be able to have a next part on the Toyota 86 versus Subaru BRZ. It's going to be able to race on Tokyo Expressway. We might be able to have a one good high-speed city course race. We might be prepared. And this is going to get everything will be action-packed, that this is going to be able to go in to be able to take on plenty inside turns if we had to be able to take. Because it's like Tokyo Extreme Racer with modern JDM cars are now going to get everything ready to be able to be prepared to do it. Now, it's going to get everything excited that this is going to be able to have a continued series event, that this is going to be able to have a lot of challenges in sport mode. So, just like having a one-make race by using the Nissan 350Z 2007 model, so it is going to be quite very good to be able to have 2 competition car of JDM vehicles would like to be able to get started out, to be able to take plenty much more high speed and plenty turns if we had to be able to do it, because it gets a lot of fun to be able to see 2 cars in 2 different brands will might race each other, that this is going to be able to prove to be worth it to be able to get on for, because this is going to get everything will be prepared to be able to take a lot of speed and a lot of handling. Is going to get everything going. Well, kind of say that this might be able to have a playlist between 2 car brands and same models would like to be able to take the good challenge, that this is going to get prepared to do it. They just really want see some best parts, that this is going to be able to have a lot of racing we might go on for. Now, looks like this is going to get everything a lot of handling for this speed, and then just going to have to keep going, and then this is going to be able to have to take a lot of pressure we might get on for. Now, it's going to get plenty of speed if this is going to be able to go directly, that this is going to get everything well gap distance made to do it. So this is going to be able to use it very wisely if we had to be able to have to drive fast and quick. So this is going to get plenty of turns that this is going to be able to go to handling in, and then always going to have to go for a little dive in, that this is going to get everything we might be able to stay situated to be able to go in to take much focus to get. Alright, there you go. This is going to be perfectly well to be able to reach up. If this is going to be able to have a 2-second gap behind, it's going to get everything closer and quicker it gets. Alright, there you go. That should do it. That was perfect to be able to have a 2-second gap distance. We might be able to take the performance skills will be made. Even 2.5 seconds that this is might need to have. That should be very good to be able to take a lot of pressure to be able to press on to do it. Alright. Moving on the dirt lap is going to get practicing that this is going to be able to take a lot of rush. We might be able to go in. Always going to do a best race for every 2 cars for one make race battle is going to get everything going simple ways to get. So it is going to get very harder to be able to make one good strong speed to be able to get in for. Now looks like let's just gonna get everything going on, and then this is gonna get plenty of turns of the speed. We might be able to go on the throttle, so it's gonna be able to take a lot of hard work that this one might have. All right, 50 seconds left. So this is gonna get everything will be pretty made to be able to do it. So it is gonna get very fun to be able to take plenty much more turns that this is gonna get in for. Alright, almost there. Just gonna have to take plenty more gap distance to be able to deal with some very good struggle speed to be able to hold on for. Alright, 25 seconds, and now hope this one might make it to be able to have a new set of a lap time. We might join in to be able to verify to be able to have to do one best top speed position is going to be able to get there. Okay, almost had it. So looks like it's all done, and now it's time to get ready to race. I hope this is going to get very good to be able to join in session by now until this is going to get everything ready. Started out on 10th place, or so maybe this is going to get everything needs to do a lot of work to be able to be ready. So looks like taking a lot of hard gold to be able to reach up for only 1 minute and 35 seconds by the range time to get. So it is pretty hard if we have to be able to drive quick and faster to be able to get there for. So looks like this is going to be able to take a good head start to be able to have anybody to be able to have the chance will be ready. So let's just going to go and take a lot of good warm-up of this race will might begin. So that might be pretty easier that this is going to be able to take a lot of good choice to be able to get. Alright, going on the off-ramp and going on the expressway speed is going to get everything ready. Now, this is going to get everything. We'll have to take inside turns. We might do quickly it gets. So it's going to be able to have to take no bumping in this race. So if we have to be keeping the close eyes out, if we don't want to get a penalty on this one, or any collision that we just don't want to have, because let's just going to be able to have a good clean race that this is going to get everything will be ready. So it might take a lot of speed to be able to get on for. So it might be able to follow up the curves of the turns by seeing the red spot on it. Now, looks like this is going to get everything ready. Let this be a moment to be able to have a good driver rating increase that this is going to get ready. So it might be able to drive faster. It gets to be able to take one good showdown between 2 cars. And here we go. This is going to get everything. We might be able to see the best moment, because this is going to get a little bit even out on the balance. It's going to get everything prepared. All wrapped up and ready to go, and now let's wait before this is going to be able to take a standard grid start. We'll begin. Alright, green light's on the go, and now let's do it. This might do it to be able to take a lot of slipstream. We might be able to have to catch up onto them. So it's going to get a very tough challenge that this one might needs to do a lot of good passes that this is going to be able to coming in. But also don't forget, don't lose that throttle, because that might end up left behind. So this is going to be able to do a little bit quick and easy to be able to get. So it's going to be able to take a long distance that this will might be able to deal with it. So use it wisely if you can. Now, looks like this is going to get everything longer to be able to stay on for. So this is going to be able to keep holding in and then try not to get caught up by the walls by taking a bump, because this is going to get everything a little bit longer it gets in. Okay, penalty occurs, so let's just going to be very exercise caution until this is going to get everything going. Alright. It's just going to be very gentle and don't get everything a little bit colliding on the wall. That could get problems that we had to be able to stay steady and stay careful. Okay, looks like always going to have to go on in the 9th place if this is going to be able to take. Okay. Well, it is pretty get a little bit left behind if we had to be able to drive fast and quick, because that could be getting a little bit much, needs to do a lot more practice if we have to do it, folks, because this one might take around in every 5 laps of the track. It will might need to take properly if we might be able to get started out to do it. So this one might be able to take plenty much more turns if we had to be able to see the red rectangles has definitely might be seeing this. So this one might be the approaching on the turn, so we have to be able to roll up the good direction if we have to be able to keep going faster. Alright, now looks like gonna have to make one good pass and then just gonna have to take one good struggle turns and, well, try to be careful not to lose that excellent performance, or try not to do anything, because hitting the walls might have serious issues if we have to be able to stay focused and stay handling for the right turns to get. Okay. Oh, looks like yellow flag called in for. Guess this is going to be very hard to get. Alright. Now, that was definitely might be getting a little bit harder to take on for. Well, looks like this is going to take plenty of risk that this is going to might need to avoid the decreased SR, but it already did, because we need to be very careful not to go decrease on the SR. That could get very reckless, that this is going to be having a little problem during this time of the race. Let's just going to have to use it very wisely if we have to do it. This is going to get everything by the risk we might need to be able to be very careful to get. Alright, now let's just going to have to stay on that throttle and then just find a good spot to be able to go there, and then, oh boy. Good thing I just finally saved from getting spin out, so looks like this is going to get everything going. Okay, now this is going to get everything we might stay strong to maintain on this one, because it is going to get very extreme by the counts that this is going to be able to take a lot of few distance when I go there. Always be the experts, and they already know that this is going to get everything a lot of faster ways to be able to go on to push forward to win. Okay, going in and then take that turn on the inside, and then this is going to get very scratched up on this one. Okay, almost. Gonna have to take a lot more slipstream to be better than that. Oh man, so close, and this is gonna get everything will be well maintained to be able to stay on it. Mind the gap on that turn, and then this is gonna get plenty much more time to be able to get there for. So, looks like going on the 4th lap, and this is gonna get very longer it gets to be able to get in there. But it is going to get plenty much more time to do it. Okay, there it goes again. Decrease SR. That might be getting a lot of serious effects to get in there. Don't want to see this for the next bump. That might be a very not sportsmanship related to do it. Okay. Now that should probably do it. Well, looks like it is going to be very harder to be able to get there. So Subaru BRZ will might take the rematch for the next part of the race. Will might be able to have to go for a round 2 to do it. So just going to be able to have the first part of the conclusion of this race, and this is going to get everything. Will might get better to do it. But every part of the segment goes by 2 cars by now if this is going to be able to go in. Okay, almost there. Well, pretty hard to perform the inside. That might be getting a lot of take to do it. Okay, looks like this is gonna get pretty tougher. It might get in there. Okay, let's go for the 5th and final lap, and then let's see how this might goes well. If I could probably able to make one good clear pass to do it. Oh man. That was so close, that might cause a penalty occur. Okay. This is going to be able to do it. Well, it is going to get very extremely by the high speed risk we might take. Alright, almost there, and now this is going to get everything plenty much hard turns to get. I hope that this is going to get everything. We might be able to take a little bit more chance to be able to reach up onto 6th place, but they just really want to do it. This is going to get plenty stronger. We might take the risk. We might be able to take on for. It's always been a high-speed chase, because it looks like I'm making on the run that this is going to get plenty more turns to be able to deal with it, because strategies always gets everything runs on the turns for every JDM modern cars. We might be able to do it. Okay, going on that last stretch. This is going to get plenty more, less amount of that grip. If I could probably able to do a lot more ways to get there in. Okay, looks like that might be very good to take 7th place finish for it. So, all right, so looks like Toyota 86 GT wins this race, and looks like this is gonna might need to take a lot of new skills for the BRCs. We might need to do a lot of work. We might have to do it. So, good race for the first part. Now, looks like gonna have to go on for Toyota 86 for the next part, and then this is going to get everything excellent to be able to take good recent outcomes for having a raised up 3 positions for taking a high speed risk. So that wasn't so bad. If only we can drive faster and quick to be able to take a lot more skills to get there for. Alright, daily workout is already finished. Now this is going to get everything perfectly we might have. So that was a nice race for all of you guys, so that was definitely might be very cool. So if we had to be able to make sure to keep on track of the SR, we might need to stay on blue, because this is going to get everything. We'll need to be able to stay focused. We might go on to take plenty more clean turns on every city tracks. Is going to get everything needs to take. Alright folks, it's Toyota 86 GT's turn for another run. So this is going to get everything a lot of speed to be able to come up faster it gets. So maybe this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this will might need to be able to stay strong to be able to keep going faster. That will might be very efficient, that this will might be able to go in to make a one good fast improvement run that this is going to be able to going in to get. So looks like this is going to be able to go again, and this time this is going to get everything perfectly. We might be able to get started to be able to go in. Alright, here we go. This is going to be able to have a 5-minute practice that this is going to be in, so good thing that this is going to be taking a lot of good running times for only 1 minute and 36 seconds by the time that this is going to be able to be ready. So let's go for another run, and this time this is going to be able to take a lot of good inside turns that this is going to be able to do perfectly will my get. So I hope that this is going to be able to have a lot of good possibility that this is going to be able to have to keep going on to do it. So, well, even that this is going to be able to have the current part and the deleted scene, so, well, every part of the segment could also provide to be able to have a deleted scenes that this is going to be able to show the differences for it. So, well, maybe this is going to be able to have to do something to make it one good original gameplay segment that this is going to be quite coming good to be able to get there, because this is going to be able to take plenty much more time, and then always going to keep racing that this is going to be able to have a very good moment that this is going to be able to come in to be occurred to get. Now let's just going to be able to take a lot of good excellent high speed to be able to stay at the 100 miles that this is going to be able to have to go on to be able to have a good excellent improvement to get. Now second turn is going to be reaching up onto the tunnel, and this is going to get everything well properly, will stay on it. This is going to get very excellent that this is going to be able to take one good running time that this will might do perfectly will might perform to get. Okay, that should probably be able to go onto the third tunnel, and then this is going to be the stopping point before coming out of the tunnel. Is going to be important, folks, because this is going to be able to take plenty much more skills. Will perform a perfect clean hot lap, and this is going to get everything will be properly will be able to get. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take one good perfect lap time that this will might go in, and this time this is going to be able to take one good improvement directional by the turns that this is going to be able to take a lot of pressure that this is going to be able to go on. So always going to have to be able to avoid the barrier, so we just don't want to get a penalty that this is going to be having many issues during the time on the high speed run on this one. Okay, that should probably do it, and this is going to be able to go all the way in, and this is going to get everything excellent. Will might do perfectly ways to be able to get in. So good thing that this is going to be able to have the second part, that this is going to be the alternate method for the Toyota A6 GT that currently used. So this is going to get everything will might do perfectly, will might get better to do it. Alright, let's just gonna have to keep going in, and then this is going to be able to take plenty much more inside turns around on the city track on Tokyo Expressway that this is going to be able to do perfect ways that to be able to get in, to be able to make one good improvement on the run that this is going to be able to stay on track. Probably that this is going to be able to take a lot of more ways to be able to get in, and very harder ways that this is going to be able to take the struggle we might go forward to get. Okay, let's just going to have to take one good inside turn. So this is going to be able to take another good efficient lap time that this one might go faster it gets. Okay, stay on the behind gap distance is going to be very important if we have to be able to overcome this challenge, folks, because this is going to get very basic to be made to be able to do it. Now that was definitely might be very good and closer it gets. Okay, still got enough time, so only for a minute, and this is going to get everything well skilled to be able to get match made to be able to stay on track, and this is going to be able to maintain on this pace. We might be able to get there. Okay, going in, dived in onto the second tunnel is going to be able to coming in to be able to take the approach. This is going to get everything a lot of harder turns that this is going to be able to take skilled match players that this is going to be able to going in. So by the time that this is going to be able to have a part of this segment to be able to have an alternate method, so maybe this is going to be able to have an alternate method that this is going to be able to do better against, so that will might do excellent that this is going to be able to keep going on to do it. Okay, it's just going to be able to stay good, and then looks like going on a head distance is going to be able to get started out for. So alright, looks like 3-lap practice is all done, so maybe this is going to be able to get ready to join in session of the race. So hope this is going to get very perfectly to get, and this will might get started to be able to take one good clean race. So it will might do professionally to be able to go regularly, will might get started. So looks like this is going to be able to start out on 10th place. So everything is going to get everything ready for having another warm-up of the race that this is going to be able to keep trying will go in. But even if we try to get everything, we might have skillful players to be able to have driver rating of C and B is going to get everything going on. So A drivers should probably be able to do the way we can. So looks like this is going to get even matched. If we already saw 5 Subaru BRZs are now definitely might be good to be able to get ready. So it's just going to go and get started, and this is going to be ready for one good warm-up time of the race. So good thing that this is going to be able to have very good crowd respect to be able to have everything we could. So hope this is going to get everything we might prepared for another round of the race. Now this is going to get very efficient run that this is going to be able to stay on the 100-mile-per-hour range that this is going to be able to keep it going. So this is going to be able to take a lot of speed to be able to catch up on this one. So it is going to get very harder on the rush if we have to be able to take a lot of pressure that this is going to be able to go on. Okay, this is going to be the second hard turn is going to be able to going in to get. So looks like this is going to be good to go to be able to have a good clean race, and then let's just going to get ready to get started. And now looks like this is going to be able to have one good drivers, and this is going to be able to have a few other players that this is going to be able to get prepared to get started. Now let's go and be prepared, and this is going to be able to take one good even balanced race for Subaru BRZs and the Toyota 86 GT. Almost time to ready to go. Now this is going to get everything ready to be able to get made skill set to be able to have to get started out to do it. Now let's just going to be able to have one good standard grid start, and here we go. Let's do it. This is going to be able to have a one good perfect race that this will might have everything that this will might do professionally will might get started out to begin. Now this is going to be able to have the first turn whenever we have to be able to go on the red zone, that this is definitely might be well method to be able to stay on it. Okay, that should do it, and this is going to get everything going. Now, wonderfully that this is going to be able to take a lot of good method skills that this is going to be able to take. So, just going to be able to take a little bit approaching in on the dive, and then, of course, looks like this is going to get very harder against that we just don't want to get tray paint on this one. That will might cause it a decreased effect of 100-mile-per-hour range that this is going to get very difficult to get. Okay, going in, take that dived in on the second tunnel is going to get everything closer on the risk. Oh boy, colliding effect that this is going to get very harder against. Bummer, looks like there goes the last place that this is going to be able to go on. But this is definitely a bummer, of course. So, just going to be able to keep trying and try not to get caught up on the walls by slowing down. Okay, just going to give everything a lot of pressure on to do it. Okay, just going to going in and then moving on into the second lap of the race. Well, it's always going to get very left behind because it is going to be very longer it takes, that it might need to do a lot of speed work, that this is going to be able to keep up on the rush, that this is going to be able to go in. Okay, looks like this is going to get very harder to take. Okay, going in, and now looks like it's slowing down. Okay, now this is going to be able to take a lot of good standing position to be able to back on 10th place where it starts. Now, this is going to get everything concentrated that this is going to be able to going in to get. Okay, looks like it's on the penalty line to force this way to slow down. Now, going to go in and proceed. Now that's perfect inside turn approaching in onto the second tunnel before coming out on the uphill of the road that this is going to be able to coming in to get. Now looks like this is going to get everything well skilled, that this is going to be able to take the strong length of the distance, that this is going to be able to coming closer it gets. Now looks like this is going to get plenty more time up ahead. Just going to be able to have a little short days until now, and this is going to get everything perfectly will get set up on this one, of course. Alright, third lap going on the halfway, but this is going to get very longer it takes by 4.9 seconds gap on the head. It's going to get everything will be properly, will might be able to stay on it, but having a hard perfect turn with a barrier effect, that this is going to get very harder to get. So looks like this is going to be able to deal with it, because if we have to do perfectly successful to be able to get there. Okay, gonna have to take that turn, and then this is gonna get very hard on the opening, that this is gonna be needs to be able to stay on the inside, not on the outside, but it's going to get very longer it takes. Okay, very good, and take a good improvement turns. It's going to get everything going on. Okay, just going to go in and take one good dived in turn on the approach. Okay, better watch the gap, and then better to watch out the sideways, that this is going to get very harder it gets. Okay, now going in and take that slipstream will might make the approach. So it's going to get very longer as it takes, and this is going to get everything will be needs to stay strong on this one. Okay, just trying to make sure, don't want to get spin out collision, that this might be bad news for us. Okay, it's like this is going to get very caught up on this one. It's very contested, and very stronger it gets to do it. Well, hope this is going to be able to take a lot of hard work, that this is going to be able to climb in to be able to get there. Well, looks like it is going to be very hard to be able to race on this one, but we still try to do the best we can. So it might need to do possible ways that this is going to be able to stay strong, that this is going to get very handling, that if we had to be able to have a very tough clean race, that this is going to be able to have. But good thing that it is a very good race to be able to take a good showdown challenge to begin. Now this is going to get everything a lot of stronger pace, that this is going to be able to come in to get. Okay, now let's just gonna have to try this again, and this time this is gonna be able to take a little bit more struggle, that this will might need to stay on track, that this is gonna get currently longer it takes. Alright, here we go, final lap. This is going to be able to take a little bit more time to go in there. Well, I hope this is going to get very excellent as this is going to be able to take on for. Okay, that should do it, and now this is going to get everything going on to get there. Okay, so looks like this is going to get very high-speed expressway battle chase going on to be able to get there, but it is going to get very strongly that this is going to be able to follow up on the zones on the road, so that's definitely very good news to see this wheel might be able to coming in to get. Now, hope this is going to be able to take that dive in on that turn, going in one more. Okay, that should do it. Now, this is going to get everything a lot of handling struggle that this is going to be able to stay on it. So, this is going to be able to do probably wheel might be able to go in. Alright, gonna have to take that final stretch that this is gonna be able to have a race finish, so this will might be able to have a 9th place well done if this is gonna be quite very good to do it. Alright, stay on this one, and this is gonna be able to keep going on to do it, and now there you go. This is gonna be able to have a 9th place finish. It's gonna need to take on for. So it is going to be a very hard race, but well, good thing that this is going to be able to have a part of this segment video and the previous one that has the same thing. So maybe this is going to be able to have a alternate method for the second part of the race. So maybe this is going to be quite very good to be able to have a very good part of this one. So well, good thing that that was a very good race finish. So it will might do everything better to get there to see it for it. So, well, guess that might be quite very good, of course. So good thing that this is going to be able to have a nice Simtropolis racing gear outfit to be included to see it for it, by the way. Alright, looks like that was a very good race finish. Well done. So good game, you guys. GG. Now, that was a very hard high-speed race that this is going to be able to keep going faster we can get, but it is definitely might be well appreciated that this is going to be very good for a skill sport. So thanks for the race, you guys. We'll have to do the best we can. We'll always to keep going. So this is going to get very faster and better. We'll have to keep focusing on to be able to have one good Tokyo Expressway race. So let's just gonna have to race again some other time to do it. Race, so let's see which vehicle should I get for today's daily workout. I hope this is gonna be quite very usual ways to see it. Alright, another Mercedes AMG GTS. Now this is gonna be very good to be added in for, so this will be added into the garage. So every time for this round of the race, because we always love to enjoy for a good one-week race of Toyota 86 versus Subaru BRZ, is going to be able to take a lot of good skills. It's going to get everything ready. So hope this is going to be able to do perfectly. We might get better. So hope this is going to be very excellent to be able to take a lot of skills we might have. So keep up the good work and do the best. Increase driver rating if you can, because this is going to be able to take a long road that this will might need to be able to climb up to be able to get there. So it will might take the motivation between two standard JDM model cars for the same model and different car brands. Is going to get everything excellent we might have. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.